So Ronnie O'Sullivan with his first chance.
One.
And not straightforward this, with the two reds just above the black there. Not easy to get position on the next red. Be interesting here to see what he does. Well, he did play that very well. There was no guarantee of position. Just asking somebody to stop moving in the crowd.
Can you stand still? Can you move back, yeah? Keep still. Nine. Sixteen. Seventeen.
Choice of blue or green. Whichever one gets him the better position on a red. Couldn't have played it any better. Well, again, it's not straightforward, this. No red he can just simply stun for. He may have to play a delicate little cannon here. Cue ball just not going through far enough for the red he played for, but has this red to the left middle.
Well, it's looking ominous now in this frame. McGill was in, Mr. Red to the right corner.
Yes, and so far he's took these very well, because it hasn't been straightforward. Had to play some delicate positional shots. So 31 points the difference.
57. 58.
So frame ball coming up.
65.
And what a good start this has been by Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wasn't straightforward. It was a careless red that Anthony missed.
73.
Left it on the edge of the pocket. And these could have been his, and he was sat there thinking that.
74.
But he looks pretty sharp to me now. Ronnie O'Sullivan, that tough match yesterday could have done him some good.
81.
Yes, he looks in determined mood. McGill had his chance, but it was his last chance in this frame. Ronnie was saying, he writes a blog, of course, on the Eurosport website, and
89.
he was saying about picking and choosing events. He was comparing it to Daniel Day-Lewis, the actor who doesn't make many films, but
91.
because he likes to immerse himself in every role, but when he does make them, they tend to be classics, and he usually wins an Oscar. When he's here, O'Sullivan, it's because he wants to be,
94.
and he's already in this match looking like he's in his best form. Had that tough one, as Joe said, came through it though. So the nervousness of the first round is out the way. He's had a bit of match practice, and he's going to start here with a century.
103.
Another one for the list. 754 for his career.
109.
Just hasn't put a foot wrong in this break.
116.
The clearance of 116 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. A great way to start. Yes, and he was firmly on top, wasn't he? Last 20 minutes or so in this match. McGill was in charge, but it's O'Sullivan now back at the table.
Sixteen. 17.
The other thing Stephen Hendry did was usher in a much more attacking form of snooker, which of course O'Sullivan is himself taken on board. To deadly effect.
24.
Yes, delightful little cannon there, shown on the replay.
25.
That blue takes them all level. And look at the reds.
30.
Anthony McGill will be looking at 3-1, sat in his chair.
31.
Overscrewed that one though. 2 good rest shots, and he's back in position.
$44. 45.
Left a nice angle on the black, just to give them a little nudge. I think the red would go to the left middle, but doesn't seem to have the angle to hold for it. So into them, and it could have gone better. Not to give me this red to the middle. Oh, made it look easy. So 30 points the lead. Red and a pink would be enough.
60.
McGill was in, missed the black off the spot. This could be another century. He had one in the first frame. And the frustrating thing for Anthony McGill, he was in control, wasn't he? He really was. But didn't push on. That just unexpected miss means he's going to be 3-1 down at the interval. So the colours to go to the interval with a second century.
76. 79. 83. 88.
The door was open for him. It had been kept firmly shut the previous frame, but McGill missed this ball, the black, off its spot into this pocket. Ronnie O'Sullivan has dished up with 101, his second century of the match. It's been a closely fought match, this, despite that and despite the scoreline, but the bottom line is, so Sullivan, who's been putting the frames on the board, he leads Anthony McGill by 3 frames to 1.
It's just above the blue, so it could be. It's a really thin shot, but O'Sullivan very good at this type of shot. Well, very good at any type of shot, but look at the way that he potted that red. The control he had over the cue ball. Instead of sending the cue ball up and down the table, trying to hold it for the blue so it could go into the pack of reds. It's just travelled a little bit too far. He's played this one well. What about that for a shot? Well, changed his mind a couple of times there, down on the shot. He was going to go into them from the red, then he wasn't. Now if you can get the right side of the blue and go into that pack of reds.
14.
That's his plan. Just checking on any plants, possible plants. Doesn't want to knock a red in. And maybe the red next to the pink going towards that corner pocket. Yes, that red next to the pink
20.
was in line for the corner pocket, and that's why he didn't go into them.
27. 28.
So one more red at the back of the pack there. That will go to the right corner. And deliberately left this one short so he could open more reds, play it for the blue, or one of the boat colours.
36. 39.
Well, what an advantage to be able to switch hands just like that.
40.
Appreciated by the crowd, the left-handed shot.
Yes, and I think one of his other qualities is he's a brave player as well. He doesn't stand there looking
48.
for all the things that can go wrong. He commits himself immediately to the right shot, plays it, usually plays it well. He doesn't look for problems, he just solves them if they're there.
55.
He needs another red after this black. And he's left a nice angle on the black to go into them. Now, is he on this red to the left middle? Body language says he is.
53. 64.
And that was frame ball. And it didn't take long for this break. I made it from nothing.
Well, it's been terrific, hasn't it?
And it could well be another century, David.
Yes, McGill sees another frame slip by,
70.
but this is high quality stuff. Well, it'll take a good pot here to keep
77.
Century on track. And there it is, it only just went in.
78.
What a shot, though. What a shot from there.
But the thing is, you fancied him potting it, didn't you? That's the point. He's cueing so well. All right, it struggled in, but it was a tough pot.
Just missed the red.
84. 85.
Left a nice angle on the pink to either drop in behind this last red. Well, nice angle on the blue to drop in behind it. And couldn't have played it any better. Inch
90.
perfect.
91.
Well, this is definitely O'Sullivan at his best, isn't it? Come on, Ronnie. Let's see another century. Just needs the yellow.
98. 100.
Well, if you're wondering why it's packed here at the venue, this is why. This is what they've come to see. An absolute masterclass in break building. He's now 19 centuries behind Stephen Hendry on the all-time list. So, well, I don't know, the Masters maybe, possibly could be the place he does it. We'll see. It'll happen this season, I'm sure.
112.
So 112 to follow 116 in the first frame and 101 in the fourth. 3 centuries from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He is cueing so well. McGill, a little smile. Doesn't mean he's happy. He had the best seat in the house. It was a terrific break. O'Sullivan now leads by 4 frames to 1.